Hello, hello, and welcome. Kat here from Sacred Healing Space. And if you are new to my channel, my name is Kat. I am a mum. I am an energy healer. I am a quantum healer. I am a channel for Source, a conduit for Source. And it is my mission to assist the earth raise in frequency and to ground this beautiful light into Mother Gaia. I assist people with their healing and their trauma and their density in order to shift into a higher vibration and remember who they truly are on a soul level. Thanking everyone for joining me today. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. That really helps my mission. And today I've been guided to channel and to provide you with some information to assist you with your journey and your transition. So I would just like to give thanks and gratitude and love to the source of this information. A lot of this information coming through has come through from my mentor, who is of sound heart and sound mind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also my Reiki master, two Reiki masters, thank you, thank you. And some of this information has been channeled directly from source. But I'd just like to give clarity of where this information is coming from and just take what is resonant to you. If I say something that is not your truth, that's okay. Just take what feels true for you and discern your own truth when you're listening to this information. So today I want to speak into the transition we're going through. So how we're going through a chakra transition and purification, a dimensional shift and transformation, and also how you can manage and flow through this with ease and grace. So we've just had the 8-8 portal. The energies of the planet are intense. Lots of solar flares, lots of light. The Schumann resonance yesterday was fully off the charts. So we can be feeling a little bit uneasy. But I just want to, especially to the clients I'm working with, to individuals out there, this is a message to not what we're going through just on our own individual journey, but also collectively. So what I've been working through the initiation through the Temple of Isis and also on my own is a purification of my chakras. So when I started out this journey, I started at the crown and I worked down. Or some people start at the root and they work up. And they just have awareness of, okay, what is it like if my chakra is open or whether it's blocked, and just working on that. And that's a beautiful process to go through. However, I have been shown collectively and also on an individual level of the stages of initiation of these chakras, and it's very different to what I had awareness of, so just working down the chakras. So just see if this resonates. So what I've been working through with women, normally we go through, so when we're working with the chakra, we normally start with the crown and we go through a purging, a clearing, and then it goes into purification, and then we solidify that and anchor that in it. And what we're doing is our chakras are filling up with more light. They're purging and clearing all the density, and we come into that crystalline core, and our chakra becomes crystalline. So with women, the process is crown, solar plexus, heart, sacral, root, throat, and third eye. And with men, it is different. So with men, they also start with the crown, but they go crown, third eye, and then to their root, their heart, their sacral, their throat, and they finish on the solar plexus. So when I speak into this, just see where you may be at. And if you've got a man in your life, or if you've got friends or family in your life, see where they may be at on their purification. We're also moving through this collectively. So at the moment, there's a lot of throat chakra activations happening on a collective level. I'm actually working on my throat chakra, clearing, purging, and purifying But when I moved through this journey, so I started on the crown, I then went to the solar plexus. So what happens when you purge the solar plexus? So it's happening on a physical. So we need to look at the mind, body, and the soul as a unified field. So what's happening in your body, in your mind, and in your soul while you go through these stages of initiation. So on that physical level in your solar plexus, you can be going through a gut, like a gut health, a stomach purge. So when I was doing this, I had lots of allergies. I had lots of stomach issues. I found out I was gluten intolerant, dairy intolerant, so I stopped eating a lot of foods. And there was a lot of purging. So you can have a lot of stomach upset issues. You can be on the toilet quite a bit. Just what it is, it's purging. It's purging the density out of your body. And we're also working on the emotional, the mental, and the soul. So the solar plexus holds your self-worth. So while I was purging and clearing my solar plexus, a lot of self-worth issues came up, a lot of confidence issues, a lot of strength. And courage, initiations, and lessons came into my reality to really anchor in and embody that new frequency of holding that really strong core, anchoring in the solar sun into my solar plexus. And it went through that purging, clearing, purifying. And then slowly it went up to my heart. And in my life at that time, probably when I went through massive heartache. I went through divorce. My heart broke. This is a time where if you look back at your life and see where did your heart just crack open, and this is what normally has to happen for the heart space to come online. We need to go through some form of emotional trauma and abuse in the heart. Sometimes we don't. A lot of people are learning their lessons through source. A lot of people are coming in awake, and they don't need to learn through polarity. I did learn through polarity, so I had the tower moments, the heartache moments, the 3 of swords with the 3 swords into my heart moments, and I needed to move through that. So I experienced a lot of heartache, physical heartache, and loss and grief in my heart space until I moved and transmuted that into acceptance and forgiveness and unconditional love. And my heart came online in that purification. Then moving through to the sacral. So a lot of issues, or not just issues, just transitions through like imbalances with periods. So like especially with a woman, you may have irregular periods, you may have cramping, you may have discharge. So this is just all the sacral, just the purging, the physical purging, which is very, very normal. And then the mother wound sits within the sacral. Your inner child is in those lower chakras. The persecution wound is in your sacral. A lot of womb healing around the mother wound is in there. So all of that stuff was coming up until you can really come into full acceptance of that. So a lot of past life journeying around that. And then you can anchor in that higher frequency once you purge. So what we're doing is we're allowing light to come into our body as the density clears. And if you are Reiki trained and you're doing your self healings and you're going through your chakras, just holding that light, holding that beautiful source light on your chakra points to allow that to clear. Just clearing the density as you start to activate and anchor in that Christos into your vessel. Moving down to the root chakra was a lot of journeying the underworld. So safely opening your root chakra. A lot of us feel not safe in body, so our root chakra is closed. A lot of my clients I work with have, and I did too, closed root chakras simply because we do not feel safe. So that again, that deep wounding of I'm not safe here, it's not safe to be me, I'm not safe to shine my light. There is terror, there is horror, there is persecution, there is death, all sitting here. There is the father wound that sits in here. more inner child wounding that comes on in that sense of I am not connected, I am not belonging here. So really journeying through that in the root chakra, and coming into that purification stage. And I have been doing this with the sisterhood. I have not chosen to journey through the depth of all of that. We can do that quite quickly in the quantum. So if you've got someone to journey with that, I would really recommend that. Giving thanks to my beautiful sisters in which I'm journeying with. And yeah, so moving up to the throat now. Let me just ask to clear my throat chakra. Going through the purge. So for about 5 months, I reckon. So I went through a massive purge when my light language came in. Like the physical anatomy I felt of my throat changed, and I had the worst throat infection of my life. Then from that, I feel like the last 5 months, I always felt like my throat wasn't clear. I was getting like itchy throats. Like I wasn't sick, but I just felt like I had to cough all the time. I had this cough thing, and I just didn't feel clear. And it was my throat going through the purging and the clearing stage. And now, coming to the end of that, coming to the purification of the throat chakra, really standing in my truth, being able to share my gifts of my light language on Facebook, on my personal page, like on YouTube, working with people all over the world has allowed me to really step into that and embrace these gifts. And when when one embrace their gifts, it gives others permission to embrace and shine their light too. And we can just gift that and receive that, which is so beautiful. So I'm up to the third eye. It's just solidifying that and anchoring that into my being, and then I'll move on to the third eye. So I'm on the sixth initiate stage at the moment. So just sitting with that and seeing what you've been going through and where you might be at, how your chakras are sitting. Asking if the chi is running through your vessel. So I work with a lot of people that even though their chakras, they're not completely blocked, but the chi isn't properly running through the chakras. So just sitting and just seeing if the energy is flowing down to your chakras. If your root is open, as if it is going down to the below, and see if you can bring it back in. And then if it is flowing up nicely, see if you can bring it up out of your crown up to the higher dimensions, pull it back in. Just witness, just ask to be shown how is your chi flowing through your body. Ask to be shown where you are at in your transition stage for purification, and just have awareness. There is no wrongness here, there is no shame, it is simply just awareness, which is just beautiful. And as we go through this collective and individual chakra purification, we're also shifting in dimensions. And when we say dimension, it's just a state of consciousness. Mother Gaia is shifting from the 3D to the 5D. We are seeing new babies born in their 5D vessel. So my 3D vessel is transitioning to the 5D vessel. As I shine more light in my body can hold a higher frequency. So my body is not of that lower density of 3D anymore. It's transitioning into the 5. So what that means is I'm holding more light. My chakra systems are being crystallized. I am able to hold a higher frequency, even higher than 5D. So a lot of beings that I'm working with, we have transcended the 12th dimension consciousness, but in this physical incarnation, my physical vessel is transitioning to that 5D, but also even more so I can hold that higher frequency in my vessel. And when we are transitioning, what you may find is you may be really exhausted. You may find that you don't need to eat as much density. So some people just have a really lighter diet. Sometimes you get guided to fast. Sometimes you don't need to eat as much because you're getting energy from the sun. You're getting energy from source, and you can fill up your vessel with that source energy instead of from the density of food. Also, sleep might be different. You may need more sleep. You might be exhausted. You might need to rest more. But as you move through that transition, you might need less sleep. You might be doing more work during your dream time. So just having awareness of that process as your consciousness rises and your vessel is transitioned into that higher frequency so you can hold more light. And we're doing this as Mother Earth is transitioning to, which is absolutely beautiful. So how you can manage and flow through this transition with ease and grace is simply being kind to yourself. Having awareness of what's going on helps. So if you're on Facebook and you've got like if you're in some human resonance groups, knowing when we got solar flares hitting, knowing when the energies are accelerated, and there may be mass fatigue collectively. Which also comes with anxiety. When we're really heightened, we can feel anxious. So going out and grounding. If you're feeling like you've got headaches and so much is happening in your crown, go and put your hands on the earth and ask for the energy to go into Mother Gaia to be transmuted. It will not hurt the earth. Walking bare feet, going out into nature, going to the beach, just taking time to be with yourself in presence really helps anchor in this new frequency. And yeah, being really kind, getting lots of rest, listening to your body when you do need to rest, not pushing. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to have a nap. It's okay to rest. It's okay to have a day off, to have a break, to do nothing. Sometimes doing nothing is exactly what you need for your body. So just honoring that and the guidance you receive. And what I've found has really assisted me is to, in any moment that I am aware and connected, so I know that we're on autopilot a lot, but just being aware of how mindful you are throughout your day. Are you on autopilot? Are you in that default program most of your day? Or are you connected fully in your heart's sacred heart resonance, connected to your higher self in this moment? And if you are, if we can embody our higher self in as many moments throughout the day, we can make choices which are aligned for our highest and best good. So something that really helps me is to just take a nice deep breath. In any moment, you can do this out for a walk, you can do this at work, you can do this in the supermarket, taking a nice deep breath and asking, I ask to embody my higher self. And in this moment, just bringing that higher self-consciousness down and just anchoring that into your vessel. And coming from your higher self, just embodying that, anchoring that, being that highest version of yourself. And walking this earth fully connected. And it's okay when we slip off into that autopilot default functioning. That is just what happens. But bringing it back when you can. I'm embodied in this moment, in my I am presence. And the decisions that I need to make, making those conscious decisions moving forward. And when I'm in that higher self resonance, I know, I trust I'm divinely protected. Because when we are in presence, we are divinely protected. I trust I am divinely protected, and I trust I'm divinely guided to make the conscious choice, conscious decisions that are in my highest best good on my highest timeline. Which is just beautiful. Just beautiful. You may also like to ask to align to your highest timeline. Just be wary of that, because when we ask to align to our highest vibrational timeline, things that are not in resonance may start to crumble. But that's okay. Things need to crumble in order for you to align with all that is meant for you. Let me just see whether there is anything else that needs to come forward. I think that's all that I needed to say today. Okay, This month I have a meditation. If you are curious of meeting your spirit guides, maybe you are new to this channel, you're new to your spiritual awakening journey, and you haven't connected with your guides before, or even if you have connected with your guides before and you'd like to go deeper to connect with the Council of Light, connect with ascended masters, connect with other beings, to connect with spirit animals, come to my August meditation. If you haven't come before, come for free. Just email me or PM me on Facebook and I can book you in for free. That is my gift to you. And join me live on Zoom. It's always a beautiful, powerful experience. And offering one-on-one sessions. So my books are open online on Zoom, or in person if you are in Adelaide. Come for healing, clearing, karmic clearing, quantum healing, Reiki healing. I combine all the modalities together into one beautiful soul healing session. I also teach Reiki. So offering the traditional Usui Reiki plus the non-traditional elements, teaching online all over the world and teaching in person in Adelaide. So if that aligns and you haven't learned self-healing yet, if you haven't remembered that beautiful gift of Reiki which is within you, reach out. I would be honoured to give you the gift of healing from one Reiki master to student. You can also find me on Patreon for content, free content, and also you can become a member to support my mission. I wish you so much love, light, and healing, beautiful soul. Namaste and Lekach. I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.